Let's continue on with the Sustainability Merit Badge. We are all an interconnected system, and Part A explores this. Food webs are a common topic in science classes. As you may have already learned, if any species goes extinct in a food web, that whole ecosystem is disrupted. If decomposers go extinct, then the nutrients in the soil may not be replenished and the soil may be infertile. If a fish goes extinct in the freshwater or the ocean, an oceanic environment may be disrupted or the freshwater environment may be disrupted. Any way you look at it, food webs form the basis of our planetary life support systems. The water cycle is also important in explaining our planetary life support systems. If there are too many clouds in the atmosphere, then there is not enough water storage in ice and snow caps, which means there's not enough fresh water for animals and us to drink, which will not support the ecosystems who depend on fresh water. There also won't be enough water storage in oceans, which may affect the ecosystems in the ocean. Now that I've talked a little bit about food webs and the water cycle, go ahead and finish answering how the planetary life support systems support life on Earth and interact with one another. For requirement 3, part B, you need to tell how the harvesting or production of raw materials by extraction or recycling, along with distribution of the resulting products, consumption and disposal, influences current and future sustainability thinking and planning. In terms of resource extraction, many countries have financed their development through resource extraction. In other words, a lot of their economy is based on the extraction of resources. However, there are many risks involved in resource extraction, including volatile economic growth, extreme wealth inequality, limited job creation, violent conflicts, corruption, and environmental degradation. This, of course, can limit future sustainability thinking and planning because they're taking the resources out of the environment and they're not replenishing them back into the environment. With the previous slide's information, you may be able to answer requirement 3, part B. If you're not able to, go ahead and do some research about how the harvesting or production of raw materials, along with distribution of the resulting products, consumption, and disposal, influences current and future sustainability thinking and planning. Let's get into requirement 4, for which you need to explore 2 of the following categories: plastic waste, electronic waste, food waste, species decline, world population, and climate change. Have a discussion with your family about the 2 you select. In your discussion, include your observations and best and worst practices. So for this requirement, I chose to present on species decline and climate change. If you want to do something else, you can pause the video and go ahead and research the 2 you decide to do. For species decline, you need to explain the term species decline and discuss the human activities that contribute to species decline, what can be done to help reverse the decline, and its impact on a sustainable environment. Here is an example of the birds, mammals, and amphibians that are threatened to go extinct. There's 13% of birds are threatened, 25% of mammals are threatened, and 41% of amphibians are threatened. For requirement 4, part F, climate change, you need to find a world map that shows the pattern of temperature change for a period of at least 100 years. A map is depicted before you that shows the temperature changes for at least 100 years. Share this map with your counselor and discuss 3 factors that scientists believe affect the global weather and temperature. To start off, climate does not equal weather, and global is the key. Climate change means less stability of jet streams, more severe weather events, and less predictable weather patterns. which means that it could be heavy snowstorms in one area and a severe drought in another area. For requirement 5, you're going to have another family meeting. After completing requirements 1 through 4, have a family meeting. Discuss what your family has learned about what it means to be a sustainable citizen. Talk about the behavioral changes and life choices your family can make to live more sustainably. Share what you learned with your counselor. And then you're going to discuss with your counselor how living by the Scout Oath and Law in your daily life helps promote sustainability and good stewardship. For the final requirement of sustainability, you're going to learn about career opportunities in the sustainability field. Pick one and find out about the education, training, and experience required. Then discuss what you learned with your counselor and explain why this career might be of interest to you. The website for which can be found on the Merit Badge website.